Blitz on 2. Sponsored by Palmetto Ford, Steen Enterprises, the Curry Law Firm, and McDonald's.
Welcome to the Blitz on 2. Swag is at all-time high with my buddy Ben over here. Of course, second Friday night football, but of course, it's week 1. Teams across the low country trying to get some action.
Yeah, really, we had some huge upsets last week, and teams trying to retrack, bounce back, and snag one for that old win column. Let's take a look at what we've got going on this week. All right, things we highlighted coming into week 1. Wando, tough second half against Buford. In week 0 to lose 14-10. This week, the boys are back in town at home against a strong Conway team. Cane Bay loses in Sertoma, then falls to Ashley Ridge in week 0. Can they right the ship?
Meanwhile, Bishop England racked up 64 points in their opener against Christchurch. Yeah, we'll
light it up.
Stop them this week, and Oceanside wins the school's first ever last week. The program on the rise matched up with Academic Magnet tonight. Let's jump right into it. Our game of the week, Wando and head coach Jimmy Noonan looking to bounce back after starting the season 0-1 at Buford. Conway Tigers quarterback Daquan Granger drops back to pass but fumbles the ball. It is quickly picked up by Wando's Justin Pellick, who runs it in for the first touchdown tonight, 7-0. Still in the first quarter, though. Conway on the 1 with Granger. Hands it off to Antonio Long. He goes long and charges into the end zone. It's a tie game, 7-7. But, of course, Conway wins 17-7. The Warriors start the season 0-2.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. It was going to be a tough week for Wando. And while Wando was looking to get things on track, unfortunately, they didn't. Cane Bay, who had high expectations coming into this year, found themselves in a similar spot. Winless. Tonight, a matchup with Goose Creek, who they actually beat last year 17-14. Goose Creek, right out of the gates, well, the field was a little slippery. No cheerleaders were harmed in the making of this. All right, let's get back to football. First quarter, Cane Bay and South Carolina commit R.J. Roderick punching it in from just a couple yards out to go on the board first, 7-0. Goose Creek would force a couple first half turnovers, but you don't win if you don't do anything with turnovers. And Goose Creek didn't win. Cane Bay able to pull this one out. They pick up their first win of the season at Goose Creek. Final 22-7.
Okay. In West Ashley, though, 98 combined points between the battling Bishops and Wildcats in week 0. Both winners from week 0. Well, let's kick this win off, or are we going to? Oh, well, it falls off the tee there. That happens sometimes. Anyway, they would get a kick in eventually. BE on offense now in the first. Leo Albano's pass is tipped and picked by Camden Middleton. It's the Wildcats' ball now. They're in the red zone. And quarterback Kiana Jenkins with the QB sneak gets the Wildcats on the board first, 7-0. Second quarter we go. Wildcats with the ball again. Jenkins rolling to his right, finds an opening with Dominique Kershaw, who's twisting into the end zone. It's 14 donut for the Wildcats. On 3rd and short now, Albano looking for redemption. Takes it himself, finds a crease, heading to the outside. He's on the move, folks. Hits the B button or the X button, whatever you call the Xbox. He's inside the 10. Stiff arms that guy right there. Falls down right inside the 10. And then on the next play, 2 plays later, actually, he takes it in himself. The battling Bishops would fall, though, to the Wildcats 35-27.
Someone had to cool him down, and it came in week 1. All right, Berkeley loses to Daniel week 0 by 7 away from home. Tonight at Stratford, who did not play in week 0. A wake-up call today against Berkeley. Stratford would get on the board first in this one. Mario Anderson to the house. That's a pretty good start there for Stratford, but hold the phone. Ensuing kickoff. Berkeley having a house party of their own. Yeah, and Cam Myers is throwing it all the way to the house. Back on top for good final score tonight. Berkeley, 48 points on the board, 19 for Stratford. Berkeley, they get that first win, that sought-after first win.
That's how you bounce back. PG Ari Whitney opening the season with 22-6 win over Garrett Tech. Tonight they kept the ball rolling against Charleston Math and Science. Third quarter, PG quarterback Andrew Thomas drops back and maybe pass it, but will run himself. Gets the Cyclones on the board. It's 32-0. They missed the field goal. But later, the Riptide quarterback Chance Sullivan throws a long pass. It's picked off. It's a Cyclone night. PG would go savage. They go on to win 35 at Donuts.
All right, Ashley Ridge coming off a 34-20 win over Cane Bay, a big win last week. This week at home against Boiling Springs, a team who defeated Ashley Ridge 40-6 last season, a little different this year. Boiling Springs picked up where they left off. A nice snag there by Chance Guest. makes it 13-7. Later, towards the end of the game, Ashley Ridge, Matt Duncan leading a charge. J.J. McAfee, yeah, he's got moves of his own, but the ensuing PAT for the win. Oh no, you hate to see it. Tragedy sends this game to overtime, and the water's not warm. It's Boiling Springs. In OT, Swamp Foxes would struggle. They fall 20-13 to Boiling Springs.
That's not good, fellas.
Tough way to end that one. You have a kick to win it, and then that happens. I mean, the fields were all wet all night, and it came to play.
Well, we're not done yet. Plenty of football on the other side, starting with the defending 2A champs in First Baptist.
Also, Pinewood Prep stunned by Oceanside in Week 0. Can Mike Wright rally the Panthers this week against Northwood tonight?
Stay with us, guys. Blitz on 2 is coming back.
Yes, it is.